Hi Scorpio, welcome back to Omkara Tarot, and today we'll be doing your 2022 reading. Let's see what messages there are for you for the coming year, Scorpio. And of course, these are general collective readings, will not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you and leave the rest. So let's begin. My angel spirit guides, please bless this reading for Scorpio and send them the messages they need to hear the most for the year 2022. Thank you. All right, Scorpio, let's start your reading. Welcome back, all my subscribers. Thank you for being here. And Scorpio, if you're new here, we welcome you as well. Do join us, subscribe to the channel, become part of us. We welcome you in. So we're going to go January to February. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Bottom of my deck, I have the Two of Pentacles. Well, maybe you'll be really busy, Scorpio, with maybe multiple projects going on. Busy year coming up ahead, or maybe you have a choice to make regarding something. We'll figure it out. But before I open these cards, Scorpio, I'm going to start with a Ganesha Oracle card. Let's see what Lord Ganesha has for you for 2022. So Lord Ganesha, for my Scorpio gang, please, a blessing or some advice, guidance for Scorpio. Okay, here it is. Scorpio, the card I have here for you is Insight. Okay, so you already know the insight is tapping into your inner knowledge, but let's see if there's a message here for you as well. 26 is 49. Your inner compass, yes, your inner compass knows the key to your true happiness. Ganesha is focusing attention to your third eye chakra. He's acknowledging that you are in a phase where you can grow and expand your consciousness. Intuition is the voice of the spirit and soul. It can be heard when you are in a state of calm. You have the ability to tune into a strong, clear connection. The guidance you receive from the divine can always be trusted. The intuitive insights you receive speak to you about things that directly affect your life, relationship, and personal process. You may find that your intuition grows and becomes clearer the more you tune in and follow it. The more you clear your third eye chakra and practice using your intuition, the more clearly you'll see in every way. Yeah, I do see you kind of juggling, going back and forth between decisions. Maybe this is Lord Ganesha's way of telling you, listen to your intuition. It'll guide you in the correct direction. So I'm not going to read the whole of it. We got the gist. Thank you, Lord Ganesha. Let's also take an angel blessing card. Let's see what my angels have for you. Blessing, guidance, advice, or a message. Too many. Just one, please. Blessing, guidance, advice, or a message for Scorpio. Okay. All right, Scorpio, believe in yourself. I think that's the message. This combined with Lord Ganesha's message is a clear indication that you have to believe in what your intuition says, because that will guide you to the correct decision. If you have been, or are you going to be in 2022, split between back and forth energies, you will be able to find your way forward just by calming yourself and listening to what your gut tells you to do. Okay, because that's the voice of spirit and divine and your own soul, which of course knows all. So now let's start your reading, Scorpio. Let's start with January. January, Knight of Cups. That's a beautiful way to start a year. Spirit, what's this Knight of Cups for Scorpio? Knight of Cups. Okay, you're returning to somebody or something, maybe tapping into your inner child where you want to be free, you just want to enjoy the simple things of life. Maybe you've been in a lag for some time, especially where relationships or friendships have been concerned. I think you're going to be tapping into that inner child and yes, you've been bored, you've been lonely, you've been feeling quite discontent where your emotional life has been, I guess. So now I think in January, I think this is you. This is you actually reaching out to friends and family where January is, and well, starting to connect with loved ones even more. Okay, so February spirit, Queen of Swords. What's the Queen of Swords for February? Queen of Swords. Okay, all right. Okay, so Queen of Swords. Scorpio, the problem here, that is not a problem. I think it's a wonderful thing. Whatever you've achieved till now, whatever you've achieved till now has been by yourself. You've worked really hard for your success. You could have done this single-handedly. You are sitting in a position of the Nine of Pentacles where you have all your material, successes, and you feel good about yourself. You can take a step back and actually watch the abundance that you've grown for yourself. It could have made you a little protective of, especially in February, I do see a lot of people vying for your attention, wanting to get in with you, but you in February are going to have the Queen of Swords energy where you will have to be a bit discerning. Okay, protect your energy because not everybody is there for your best. Some people are jealous, some people want to take off you because they see you glowing, they see you doing well, they see you've got your shit together. So just be a little mindful of the kind of people who are vying for your attention. Spirit is urging you to use that sword very wisely. This is where again you may have to use your third eye chakra, your intuition, to decide who are the people who are there for your best, right, for your good, because you on your own are glowing in February. Okay, so March spirit, Seven of Wands. See, again, same thing. You'll have to push away a lot of unwanted people from your life even in March. Maybe that's why you've been feeling so discontent, because you've already experienced, people like that, and you somewhere feel you can't trust anyone. But I do see in January that you're feeling a little bored because of that, and you feel, I can't trust anyone. So there may be a new offer coming towards you maybe in January, or maybe you could be taking an offer of friendship to someone. You want that innocent connection, innocent love, innocent happiness, to be able to connect with a friend or something who you trust. So yes, by March also I see you being a bit defensive, being discerning about who you allow into your space, because here you are in control of your life. You've actually achieved that level of success from the Nine of Pentacles now to the Emperor. Again, not a masculine feminine card. Emperor basically is somebody who by sheer determination achieves a goal, a level of recognition where they are looked up as an emperor, as somebody who's the boss. So yes, when you're the boss, then you have to make some judgment calls here as well. Who are you going to allow into your inner circle? Who are the ones that you have to push away? So this battle, I think, continues even in March. One more. I don't know about the other Scorpio, but I do see you shining like a star. Oh my God, some big wish of yours is going to come true in March, Scorpio. You'll be shining bright. And of course, where there's brightness, you have mosquitoes and bugs and a lot of other things which are unwanted. So when you're shining this bright and sitting in that from the Nine of Pentacles, you're progressing steadily. From 9, you've reached the 10 of Pentacles. And the more success that you'll be gaining, the more you'll have to be, I guess, guarding your energy here, pushing away people or things or situations which are not in your alignment. So just be mindful of that. But you don't worry about yourself, because I do see you sitting, taking back full power, full control of your own life. April spirit? Five of Pentacles. What's that, spirit? Five of Pentacles? Okay, so you are doing what you've been called for. Again, can you imagine it's the same card again? Seven of Wands. So this battle continues, but you are from the Queen of Pentacles, now you're becoming the King of Pentacles. You are actually not just pushing people away, but you're being very clear and precise in your communication with others as well. Yes, other people may make you feel a bit guilty because you'll be leaving some people out in the cold. Maybe, you're cutting off some connections, and they may blame you for leaving them behind or leaving them out in the cold. But you have your shit together. You know your third eye chakra, like Lord Ganesha said, is absolutely, and even your throat chakra, from what I'm seeing, you'll be able to communicate precisely why, what, when, who, right? And you continue to protect your energy. Okay, that's a very specific message for somebody here. May. The moon. What's the moon card, Spirit? For moon? Ah. Okay, so same thing again, my God. So what Spirit is giving you some advice here, Scorpio. Spirit says, yes, you have everything in order. Your life is going to be very, very stable by May. This is going to be a brand new beginning coming for you, something very stable. Some of you could be buying property, some of you could have come into an inheritance, whatever. There's something which is going to be fantastic for you. Spirit says, just keep it a little bit of a secret. Okay, keep it a little bit of secret, only to avoid unnecessary drama. There are people who are going to be competing or jealous of you, or feeling that you've left them behind and you're not, taking them along on this new, very stable journey that you're going on. So Spirit is saying, this is your advice. Be a bit discerning, be a bit secretive about whatever good fortunes that the universe is blessing you with right now. Okay, so this story is continuing, my God, from January till May. What does June have? June, yes, you're walking away. You're walking away straight to your Two of Cups. You're leaving all 8 empty cups behind. There will be a filtering, yes, see, leaving conflicts behind and moving on to finding happiness, peace. You're walking away. Look at this. You're walking away from, you've realized that these, empty vessels make more noise, kind of a thing. So these 8 cups you've figured out, maybe some people or some situations were not worthy of your time. You will confidently, as an emperor, walk away and realize less is more. Maybe having one friend or 2 friends is better than having a bunch of people who are only going to be takers or jealous of you. So yes, you are leaving some irritating people or situations behind and moving on to find balance, happiness and peace within your own life. Okay, so July. Queen of Wands. You'll be shining bright. Now, Queen of Wands, again, not a masculine, feminine card. Don't go by the photograph on this card. This basically means somebody who's very attractive, turns heads wherever they go, very confident in themselves. This is not an insecure person. This person knows their worth. They know that they look good, they feel good, they're confident, they can talk to anyone, from the gardener to the Queen of England. I mean, this person has no problems in their confidence level. And by July, you are reaching there, and wherever you're going, you will be turning heads. Okay? Making good decisions and forging ahead. Yeah, it's almost like a rebirth of your life, and that's because you took the time out to take care of you. You put a lid on that cup of love and said, hey, I'm not giving to everybody and anybody because, I get depleted, so I'm saving some of that love for myself. And once you started doing that, taking care of you, yourself, that's the reason the universe is blessing you. This is like good karma coming your way because you are valuing you and giving to yourself. Okay, wonderful. Let's see. Next is August. August, here comes the choice, which I was feeling with our overall energy. What's the Two of Swords, Spirit? Two of Swords. There is something you have to decide on, choose on. It's going to put you in a bit of a thought process, maybe regarding the stability or security of your life, your home, Maybe you're choosing to buy a new home and you have a choice between two, or a city to live, or moving, something regarding your money and finances. You will have a choice, okay, which you may find a bit difficult to make. But again, this is the same message that Lord Ganesha said. You don't have to be confused. You can just tap into your intuition. Go within, be the hermit. Listen to your inner guidance, it's going to guide you correct. The universe will send you the signs, signals as to what your correct choice will be. Okay? So don't worry about it. Just go back, retreat into hermit mode for a little while and ask the universe to send you a message, and it's going to come to you. But it's about a good thing. It's about your security, stability, maybe buying a new home. So there's nothing majorly wrong here, but it's going to be a major life change or a major decision where you won't know which one to choose, or. Okay, so September, 6 of Pentacles. Wow. So you are making some wise choices, wise decisions, because the 6 of Pentacles indicates whatever you put in, you get equal or better in return. Life is balanced. You're feeling so secure, my God, as the Queen of Pentacles. You've achieved it. You're going to be achieving it, Scorpio. By September, you will have realized that whatever you've invested in is giving you equal or better results, because you're sitting here in a Queen of Pentacles energy. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is a very successful person, not a masculine, feminine again. The only difference between a King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles is King of Pentacles is a very money-oriented person, very secure, very stable. So is the Queen of Pentacles, but the Queen of Pentacles also gives a lot back to themselves. They also do a lot of self-care. They also give to themselves. They sit in a position where they are kind, loving, generous to others and also to themselves, right? So this is the energy you're going to be embodying. You will be maybe supporting others now because you've reached such a position, maybe giving to charities or helping friends, or now you're in a position. Earlier universe was telling you to guard your energies. Now, because you are using your third eye chakra, your intuition, you will know who deserves it and who doesn't. Okay? October. Just when I was talking about the King of Pentacles, here is the King of Pentacles. Okay, so you have reached that highest level of security. Why? Because you embodied the Queen of Pentacles energy, and when you start taking care of you and others, you get blessed even more. So you are attracting even more safety, more security, and this is like being very, very stable and secure in your life. Beautiful. Maybe some of you could be meeting, somebody who's going to be your equal match, because this is a pair, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles, Spirit. King of Pentacles. Okay. This could also be related to work. What Spirit's advice to you here is, if it's related to work, see the lighter side of things. Don't get bogged down by the details too much. This overthinking, overstressing. Now, this is the mind active. What Lord Ganesha is trying to tell you, use your intuition, not your mind so much. Here is a person who's in their head, thinking, overthinking. You don't have to think, you have to feel. Once you start feeling, you will be in a joyous place. You will be able to work out whatever is going on in your circumstances, whether it's work or relationship. Once you see, whenever you have a choice, I have this one rule, you can adopt it if you want. I think of both scenarios and feel what will give me more happiness. Okay? Don't go with the path that you think is going to be best for you. I think whatever's happening in October, feel what is going to make you feel happy, and you will make the right choice. I promise you that. November. Knight of Pentacles. What's the Knight of Pentacles, Spirit? Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, choices. Both cards. Okay, not to worry. You will be in a little bit of a stagnancy in November. You will slow down because you will have a major decision again to make. I mean, after every 2-3 months, you have some major decision. No wonder Lord Ganesha's card to you was your intuition, because you will have to make many, many major decisions in 2022. But here again, because you're slowing down to think or feel or, enjoy the moment, this you have the world in your hands. Don't worry about that. But whatever two directions, again, choice, whatever you decide is going to again put you back into victory. This is Six of Wands, is again a victory card. This is head and shoulders above others, people clapping for you, applauding you, seeing you as a star. So yes, this 2022 I think is all about major life choices. December, Knight of Wands. All right. So what's this Knight of Wands spirit for Scorpio? King of Pentacles again. Wow. Okay. One more. I'm feeling a bit jealous now, Scorpio. I wish I was a Scorpio in 2022 because, King of Pentacles again. 10 of Cups. Okay. And the happiest card in the deck. You're ending the year with this. So the only one message that I'm getting for you again and again, stop and feel. Okay. Do not overthink. Do not use your mind. Feel. This is the angel balancing your life out. Your own inner self is going to guide you this year. Just stop to feel. Smell the roses. Think of both your whatever decisions you're making and feel how you feel about each one of them. This sitting up at night and thinking, worrying, stressing is not going to get you anywhere. You are ending the year in such a beautiful way, with everything that you want. This is security, stability. This is emotional happiness. The tens and the highest level. King of Pentacles is the top card when you get for security or money or abundance. And the 10 of Cups. Wow. Believe you can do it, Scorpio. I want you to believe from your gut, from your heart, from your soul. And let your mind rest for a little bit, at least in 2022. Okay, so that's all I have for you. Till next time then, love and light. Take care. Namaste, Scorpio.